guys, it's Adele here in Paris, and I am trying to get together some things for World Read Aloud Day. So everybody, this is it, World Read Aloud Day, March 6th, I think that's Thursday maybe, and if you want more information about it you can go to litworld.org. Anyway, I was thinking that I'm always saying to my husband, oh wow, listen to this, and then reading him passages. Probably more now that the kids are grown, so I'm not reading out loud to them anymore. Too bad. But anyway, so I thought, what a great concept, this World Read Aloud Day. And I haven't seen you guys for a long time, so I thought maybe you'd like to get together and read a little with me. So I am reading currently Bill Bryson's At Home, which is one of my favorite books. I'm reading it actually for the second time in a row because I like it so much. And I actually met Bill Bryson in Paris about, around 1993, so a long time ago. He just finished his first book, and he came and gave a reading, and so I bought the book and got a signing, and I've been reading him ever since. In this book, he walks around the rooms of his own house in England, although he's an American, to consider how the ordinary things in life came to be. And the passage that I have chosen for this is about tea. And as a big tea fan, I'm so glad that I was not born before tea, as the Duchess said. And it's has to do with the diaries of Samuel Pepys. And it turns out that Pepys, even though it's spelled P-E-P-Y-S, is not spelled Pepys, but not pronounced Pepys, but pronounced Pepys. Anyway, here it is, and I'll read aloud to you, and then I hope you'll read aloud to me. This is on page 261. We are in the dining room. He's just had so this is about Samuel Pepys. Pepys. On the 25th of December, 1960, he tried a new hot beverage for the first time, recording in his diary, "And afterwards I did send for a cup of tea, a China drink, of which I had never drank before." Whether he liked it or not, Pepys didn't say, which is a shame, as it is the first mention we have in English of anyone's drinking a cup of tea. A century and a half later, in 1812, a Scottish historian named David Macpherson, in a dry piece of work called History of the European Commerce with India, quoted the tea-drinking passage from Pepys' diary. That was a very surprising thing to do because in 1812, Pepys' diaries were supposedly still unknown. Although they resided in the Bodleian Library in Oxford and were so available for inspection, no one had ever looked at them. So it was thought because they were written in a private code that had yet to be deciphered. How Macpherson managed to find and translate the relevant passage in 6 volumes of dense and secret scribblings, not to mention what gave him the inspiration to look there in the first place, we are among the mysteries that are some distance from being answerable. By chance, an Oxford scholar, the Reverend George Neville, master of Magdalen College, saw Macpherson's passing reference to Pepys' diaries and grew intrigued to know what else might be in them. Pepys, after all, had lived through momentous times. Through the restoration of the monarchy, the last great plague epidemic, the Great Fire of London of 1666, so their content was bound to be of interest. He commissioned a clever but penurious student named John Smith to see if he could crack the code and transcribe the diaries. The work took Smith 3 years. The result, of course, was the most celebrated diaries in the English language. Had Pepys not had that cup of tea, Macpherson not mentioned it in a dull history, Neville been less curious, and young Smith less intelligent and dogged, the name Samuel Pepys would mean nothing to anyone but naval historians, and a very considerable part of what we know about how people lived in the second half of the 17th century would in fact be unknown. So, it was a good thing that he had that cup of tea. So, anyway, I thought that was fun. And here's tea, and I hope now it's your turn that you'll share something with me. Bye.